Hello everybody and welcome to another video. This one is basically the top 10 scariest moments in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Uh, the first 10 through 6 is kind of more obvious, like jump scares and whatnot. 5 through 1 are stuff that legitimately really got me, and one of them even caused me to stop the game for a while. But honorable mention as we go ahead and watch this video, or sorry, this cutscene. Um, honorable mention that I'm not gonna really walk up to and show or anything is basically finding Mia initially when you first get to the guest house. She's just in that cell, and she doesn't have any recollection of
I gotta get back to work. I love you, Ethan. I miss you so much. I'm sending
of what happened, and she didn't realize it'd been 3 years, and you realize something's wrong. So that's kind of the honorable mention. But yeah, when you guys see me again, it'll be at the first scary moment. But before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and watch the rest of this cutscene together, and then we'll go ahead and do
all I can say is that if you get this, stay away.
we'll do the list.
Hello?
Hey, it's Ethan.
Oh, hey. You alright? You just disappeared the other night.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. It's Mia. She's not dead, she's alive. She's back.
They found her? How? What happened?
I don't know. Look, I don't know how, but she's back. She's back somehow. Maybe it's a prank. She wants me to come and get her.
Where is she?
Dulvey, Louisiana.
Dude, it's been 3 years.
I know, but what if it is her? I have to find out what happened.
Alright guys, so yeah, you're gonna see me at the first scary moment. Alright guys, so this is the first scary moment that, we're going from 10 to 1 out of scary moments, and Andre's body is at number 10. And I know it may seem obvious and everything, but every person that I've seen, I've watched play this or seen play this, has jumped at this because in hindsight, or it may seem obvious, and maybe some people suspect that there's a body. Obviously, a body in the water because, up until this point, we had bubbles and stuff coming up through the water and stuff. So maybe you suspected it, maybe you didn't jump, but for the majority of people, I'm pretty. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure they jumped, and it's just such a well-timed jump scare that I felt like obviously it should be included on the list here. Obviously I didn't jump, but I did jump my first time playing this. I may have jumped even my second and third times playing this because, yeah, it's just one of those things that you are and aren't expecting, and maybe you kind of are already creeped out from the, different stuff that happened. So, yeah, I think this deserves to be on the list. And one other thing that I forgot to mention before we move on was another honorable mention besides finding Mia and all that good stuff. Because it's dependent on if you are scared of clowns, and it is the wind-up clown in the Lucas area. I'm not going to really show that or worry about that, but that is a kind of creepy moment. Not even necessarily when he draws on your arm. No, it's more of when you first walk into the room and he's there, or like when you're playing the happy birthday tape and you see the clown, you might get scared. So yeah, that's the this is the number 10 jump scare. Again, we will be going. We will be going from 10 to 1, so this is the number 10 jump scare, and a well earned one.
Slip out before dinner was done?
Alright, guys, welcome back to number 9 of Scary Moments. I have it paused right before Jack is about to break the dining room table, and then if you've played this game or seen a let's play of this, then you'll know what's coming as far as what I'm talking about for number 9. One thing I want to like kind of preface, I guess you could say, before we do this whole sequence and then talk about it. I understand that, a lot of people might find the guest house and like the whole Mia thing scary and everything, and parts of it were scary and everything. You can let me know in the comments down below. Again, or not again, but like what you think is scary. Some of you probably have a lot of moments in the guest house, but to me specifically, it was mostly Andre's body that scared me. But it's all subjective. So, but let's go ahead and wait for Jack to follow me into this room. Here it comes. And it's going to happen. Because you're running, you're scared, and this happens. And to me, I'm just going to pause it right there. But to me, that signifies just how powerful and afraid of Jack you should be. Just the fact that he's just burst through the wall, he's willing to just, ruin his own home. And just the fact that he, once you trigger him, once he bursts through the wall, you're screwed. He becomes the stalker type enemy and will not stop pursuing you. But this literally scared me when I first played it. Like I did jump at it, and I know a lot of other people did, and it just, again, it solidifies just how scared of Jack you really should be, because if he's going to go through that extreme lengths of getting to you, then what else is he going to do to you? So yeah, that is it for scary moment number 9. If I can, you go back to number 8. So this is, I'm in the bathroom. I just picked up the key item. If you played this, you know what's coming next. Jack appears again, and you could make the argument for in the garage after the car catches on fire, that kind of sort of jump scare could be on the list, but I don't really consider it a real jump scare just because you're already high on adrenaline and all that stuff, and you're expecting him to do that stuff, and while you're kind of expecting him to come back, you're not really expecting him to do it in this kind of manner, in this moment and everything. And the fact that he is back to being a stalker enemy really is one of the scariest moments, in my opinion, for this list in this game. He just appears. His face is all messed up, and he throws you, and from then on, you have to run from him. And obviously, if it's your first time playing, you're not going to know that there's 2 ways to make him disappear. The first way is to get the shotgun out of the pressure room. The other way is to just get to where his second boss fight is and kill him there, and he's gone. And then you can explore the rest of the house. But yeah, I think it deserves a place on the list. And yeah, I'll see you at the for the next moment. What the? Hi guys, welcome to the number 7 scary moment of Resident Evil 7. And again, this is all subjective. This is my personal list. Mostly because when I played this game, I didn't play the demo beforehand, so I wasn't expecting this kind of enemy. I wasn't. I think I saw pictures. I think I heard of the molded. I just never. I didn't pay attention that much. So when I played this, the first molded that appears out of the wall was definitely one of the scariest moments, and is for my playthroughs. And a lot of people freak out when they first see it. And they don't know if they can kill it. They don't know if they should run, or what they should do. But like, I think it belongs on this list or a lot of other lists, just because it is one of those things that you don't know what's happening. So let's go ahead and have it appear.
What?
Just the way it comes out of the wall, and I have it on. I have like the infinite ammo and stuff, so that was really easy. But when you're first playing this moment, that is really scary, because you can either try to dodge around him, you close all the doors, maybe he disappears, but you don't know if he's gone forever. And just the way he comes out of the wall, I don't think I've ever seen another molded just do that. I know sometimes they can appear off the wall if like they despawn, or like you do something that makes it to where you don't kill them or something. But like, just that moment is really scary, and I've seen a lot of videos and stuff of people reacting to that and freaking out, and their aim isn't what it usually is, because they're freaking out trying to, yeah. So yeah, that's number 7. I'll see you guys at the next part. Yeah. To number 6 of scary moments in this for Resident Evil 7, if I can talk. And this one, I just kind of went back out to the narrow hallway thing. This encompasses the entire house, basically, but I wanted to be in the main hall for this part. And I'm facing towards the main hall doors because Jack is still around, and I use my infinite ammo to get rid of him to be able to do the shadow puzzle. So he might show up. But no, it's not even that. It's this is just something that everybody jumps at, kind of is scared, kind of is like, what was that? Just the main house in general, the sounds, the noises, the fan has gotten me a couple of times. Not recently, just because I am really familiar with the game, but like when my first like 2 or 3 playthroughs through this game, like, that fan would sometimes get me just because of the shadow of the fan, and just the noises, and just the layout of this house, the main hall, everything about it. The sounds and noises is just like, it's really well designed, and you're just creeping through this house because you don't know what's around the corner, you don't know what the noise is, you don't know what the sound is, you don't know what's happening, and it can just really be really scary. And I know I was scared, and I didn't necessarily crouch. I, for some reason, was able to use the block button really well and everything, but I was waiting for him. Just go ahead and take him out. if he wants to. Where are you going? Okay, yeah, there he goes. You guys got to see that too. But yeah, I just think, you know, the sounds and everything, you gotta give props where props are due. Just the creepy atmosphere of the house, I feel like it deserves to be on a scary moments list. And again, there's that fan, that shadow. I don't know if any of you guys ever got uh, scared by the fan or the, you know, any of the noises or whatever, but I felt like it needed to be on this list. So yeah, that's basically the end of the obvious, you know, scary moments of Resident Evil 7. 5 through 1 will be moments that really got to me. Like, even more so than the rest of these on this. Even more so than the honorable mentions, more so than the 10 through 6. But I will see you guys at the first of those ones and the next scary moment. Alright guys, welcome to number 5 for scariest moments in Resident Evil 7. You probably recognize where I'm at for if you've played this game, but or even seen, you know, let's plays or whatever, or speedruns. This moment right here, I do not know why. I had played the game quite a few times before that. And then I was trying, I guess you could say speedrunning. I wasn't like doing anything competitive. I wasn't even really doing a lot of things that speedrunners do. But I was trying to see how fast I could get through the game. And I did this quite a few times, and I guess you could say like 8 times in a row. I don't know why. I jumped as soon as Marguerite burst through the window every single time. I don't know why. Maybe I was stressed. Maybe, you know, I freaked myself up or hyped myself up a little too much. But that's why this is at number 5, because of how many times she actually scared me. Marguerite herself, the boss fight and stuff, she is creepy. Don't get me wrong, but she was never really the worst part of the game for me. But she is definitely creepy. I will say that. I will give that. But let's go ahead and I'm not even. I'll try not to get grabbed because I do have to actually finish this fight to get to the next part, because I am actually playing it, and then you guys won't see me running through the game, not talking. But I'll try not to get grabbed. I'll just block, and let's just watch it. Okay, so there she is. I'll go ahead and shoot her until she goes. Or I'll go ahead and pause it here. That moment, when I was thinking of different moments for this particular video, I was like, you know what, Marguerite bursting through the wall has to be on here. It has to be a little bit higher than most of the other ones that I have on this list. And the only reason why it's not higher is because there's quite a few more things that kind of really stuck out to me as far as being really creepy or really scary. So that's why it's at number 5. But yeah, this moment right here got to me quite a lot. Let me know down in the comments below if you have gotten jump scared more than once or twice for this particular part. That being said, I'll see you guys at the next moment. Alright guys, welcome to the next scary moment. This was one that was actually selected by my brother, who will be guest starring on this channel every now and then. at this point, I'll just say, check out his YouTube channel. He hasn't uploaded anything a while there, but go check it out. Go support him at Vampire Foundry, and yeah, this was his pick though for scary moments, and I thought it deserved to be a number 4 because it is a creepy moment. And he was mostly talking about finding the D series arm in the little whatever you want to call it, the statue or whatever it is. And then when you turn around, Evelyn's there, and then she runs away. That whole sequence is scary, but I thought I would show off the rest of the. I don't even know what it's called. What is this called? It doesn't even have a. Oh, I didn't pick up the. I didn't pick up the map. Oh well. If you guys know what it's called, let me know. But I thought I'd show the rest of this off. Because there's supposed to be little jump scares, including the dolls falling, door shutting. This happens.
Stay away.
And then the actual scary moment happens. Because you're in an enclosed space, you don't know what's going to happen. It's very creepy. There's something holding its hand out. I was definitely scared at this moment. And I don't know if I'd say I was more scared of it than Marguerite or whatnot, but I feel it does deserve to be at number 4. Just because this moment is creepy. Because you don't know what's going to happen here. There are some YouTubers, other YouTubers that I watched that were scared that this was going to come to life and stuff, which I understand the fear, and then that creepiness of her just standing there. If that doesn't creep you out, freak you out, make you scared, then I don't know what will, because that is creepy. I do not like little children in horror movies. Yeah, it definitely belongs at number 4 for that reason. And then she runs away. And the music itself doesn't really help. So yeah, I have the broken shotgun now. Obviously it's repaired, but I have it specifically to take out the molded. Okay. Okay, close. Thank you. And I got stuck. I don't know if that guy can follow you out, and we're just gonna start avoiding phone calls. Because as I've learned through speedrunning, after the phone call of figuring out that what you need for the serum, you don't need to answer phone calls. And why am I still commenting? I think I got freaked out because of... Yeah, I don't know why. You guys are going to see all of that, but I will see you at the next scary moment. Because of the way I'm doing this, I can't go back, because otherwise I'd have to play through the majority of the first half of the game, and I already have to do that for the number 1 scary moment. So I'm just going to be looking at the top of the stairs here, and you just have to imagine it, and if you've played this game, you know what I'm talking about. After the chainsaw fight with Jack, after you beat him and after you get to the stairs here, Grandma is singing Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Not only is it a little bit off-putting, whatever words you want to say, it's just like the contrast between what you just went through and the singing is just so totally jarring and all that stuff. And the main reason it's at number 3 for my particular list. Is because one, it is really creepy. Two, like all the people that I've seen play this, they're just creeping up the stairs, and then they turn the corner, and they're like, "Grandma," and obviously she's not seeing or around the corner, but like, then as soon as you get close to her, she stops singing. That's really weird and everything. And when you get to the scorpion door, she continues singing. And if you end up trying to peek around the corner at where the scorpion door is, she's gone, but her voice can still be heard, which is really weird. And the third and main reason why this is at number 3 is because at least one of my playthroughs of this game, I don't remember if I did it anymore. I think it was just the one time. For some reason, I freaked myself out so much because I don't even when I'm playing this game, I do my best to avoid looking at Grandma, because if I look at her, I am not going to be able to play this game because she's not really a scary moment, which is why I didn't really include her. If I were to do like creepiest characters or whatever, she would definitely be one of them. But that would have to be probably most of the Resident Evil games if I were to do that. But for some reason, I freaked myself out so much. I got into my own head and everything that I literally bolted up these stairs right here, ran into the save room here, saved it, quit, got off, and for the longest time, I didn't touch the game again. I don't know what happened. I mean, you can ask me what happened. I don't have an actual answer though, because it was just a really strange occurrence, strange thing that happened that I freaked myself out. So yeah, that was because of it making me stop playing this game. I felt like it deserved to be at number 3. And if you're confused of what I'm talking about, of like coming over to the scorpion door and then her disappearing and stuff, I would definitely recommend typing in Resident Evil 7 Grandma, Go Tell Aunt Rhodey. You'll see what I mean. Or just watch a Let's Play of this game and you'll see what I mean. But yeah, I definitely felt like that deserves to be at number 3, and I will see you guys at number 2. Of Resident Evil 7. If you recognize where I'm at, the other day I went through the majority of well, no, I didn't go through the majority. I loaded up a save that was like I think it was Create the Serum. And I went from there, I got to the ship, got past the videotape that is required to watch, and all of that. And then as soon as the tape ended and that whole cutscene with Evelyn ended, I saved it so that I could show off this moment right here. Satisfies itself because it's unexpected. You're just going through this creepy old ship and everything. Nothing's happened, and then this moment happened. And what makes it even worse is at this point, for some reason, I don't know why, I decided, and this was my first playthrough, mind you, I decided to use a guide for the ship. The particular guide I used didn't do spoilers. It would just say, hey, go here, go do this thing, but it didn't say, hey, Evelyn's going to jump scare you, or hey, this mold is going to appear behind you, or what have you. Because later on in the ship, after you get the one piece for the elevator, the fat molded shows up, and that can be, you know, scary. But because of that, because of them not telling me um what to expect, this got me. My brother was sitting in the same room with me when it happened, and I jumped and yelled and cussed and all that good stuff. And um, he was kind of laughing, but also like, "Oh, that is scary," and everything. And yeah, you know, it's a well timed jump scare because of
It still works.
you know. So you just keep changing cameras. There's Ethan.
I hope I make it in time. Okay. Bottom level. Liar! Stop it, Evelyn! Fucking hallucinations. Where is she?
So that moment right there, it was even more so than the grandma singing "Go Tell Aunt Rhodey," because yes, oh excuse me, yes, her singing "Go Tell Aunt Rhodey" made me stop playing the game for a little bit, but it was really nothing considering it was only once that it happened. It was nothing compared to the Evelyn jump scare on the ship because um I think it got me a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I forgot about because I obviously I played it my first playthrough and everything, and then you know, I stopped playing it for a while, and then I picked it back up again, and then you know, so I got jump scared like 2 or 3 times from that moment, and I just it's solidified itself as one of the scariest moments in the entire game. Um, so yeah, I will see you guys at the number one, in my opinion, the number one scary moment.
Gone! We're gonna be a family now that you're here.
Alright, guys, welcome to, in my opinion, the number one scary moment in Resident Evil 7. Um, I have it paused to right when you find, after you find Mia, I should say, and right before she bursts through the wall, because once she bursts through the wall, you know something's not right, and then the actual scary moment will be right directly after that. So let's go ahead and give a listen.
I'm sure of it.
Just gotta keep doing this. Come on. There we go. So that obviously is going to freak people out because they don't know what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and close that just because. And you're like, Mia, like what, you know, what happened? And then this happens. An automatic opening door. I've seen 1 or 2 other videos talking about how the door at the bottom of the stairs leading to the basement is the scariest thing in the entire game. And I can understand that because a lot of people don't like basements, and I understand in most horror games, horror movies, horror settings, the basement is a bad omen, it's a bad, you know, whatever. Um, and typically I don't like them, but I wasn't for some reason, too worried about it when I first played this game or whatever. You know, I just kind of went through it and everything. But in my opinion, this is the door that people, well, not people should be scared of, but in my opinion, this is the solidifying moment of, oh crap, we are not in for a good time. Because leading up to that, with the honorable mention of finding Mia, knowing something's not right. You're exploring once you get to the room before this and everything. You're looking at the two dolls. Maybe you look at the picture and everything, and then she says, "Leave me alone," bursts through the wall. And then you come to these stairs, and this door automatically opens. And you know you can look behind you. You can run back downstairs if you want to. But just the fact that it opens by itself is very, very creepy. Now, it may not seem like much compared to like what I said about the Evelyn jump scare in the ship, Grandma seeing Go Tell on a roadie, the D series arm room, Marguerite bursting to the wall, maybe some of the other moments. But to me, this is the most creepiest thing that can happen in any horror. What's the word? Cinematography, I guess you could call it. Because again, right before this, you know something's not right, even before you get to the guest house. You especially knowing that it's a Resident Evil game, you know something is about to happen, and the fact that they promised they were going back to their roots and saying, it's going to be more survival horror focused and less action than the previous two titles. And the reason why I say previous two titles is because I disagree on a lot of people's view on Resident Evil 4. We'll get into that in a different video. I plan on doing a retrospective for that particular game. But they promised it was going back to their survival horror roots, and so something's not right. And as soon as this door opens, I've seen a lot of Let's Players pause. Not pause like this, but they're literally stopping their tracks as soon as this door opens, because you're like, that should not be happening. And in my opinion, that makes this door even creepier and scary than the one leading to the basement. But as I said before, it's all subjective. Maybe some of these you didn't really get scared at, and there's other moments that you were scared of, and then of course as soon as you get upstairs it starts raining, so then you're like, oh great. But yeah, that's my list for scariest moments in Resident Evil 7. Two honorable mentions, and if you guys disagree or whatever, let me know in the comments and tell me what you think are the scariest moments. Maybe you only had one or two moments that really got to you, and then the rest of the game was not that scary. Either way, let me know. I do want to hear your opinions. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and take care, everyone.